Jiminy Christmas.
All right, that's me. But
Jiminy Christmas.
just one moment. I need to. Where's my preamble?
Your preamble.
Your Pringle.
Your Pringle?
Mm-hmm.
One single chip.
One
For
chip
us.
challenge?
Nope, no thank you. I did the Hot Ones wing challenge, and I'm good.
Oh, I want to do that so bad.
It's really good. It's very tasty. It also hurts a lot.
Hello, friends,
Hi.
and welcome to a time of adventure, dice, and escaping the trials that the real world brings us. Aldrich, I'm here to make you feel things through imagining characters and mathematics. All joking aside, this is first and foremost a safe place. Here where we all bear some part of our souls for the others to see. Things may get raw from time to time. What matters is that we all know and are willing to pump the brakes when the situation calls for it, though hopefully it isn't necessary. This tale we are about to tell, I mainly dance along the signs of grimdark and the hero's journey. Adversaries may not be exactly as they seem, but not everything needs to end in a fight if you are resourceful. The world I bring you is cruel, but in the end, I care about the person on the other side of the screen much more than the zeros and ones on the screen. I'm not a perfect DM, such a thing does not exist. I will make mistakes, surely as you will. If something doesn't seem right, we take a moment and see how we can fix that wrong. I love you guys, and let's play some Dungeons and Dragons.
Woo!
Love you too.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Mwah.
Man, we get to see what Mike does when we say these things.
It's so nice.
Wemdy ordered.
Nice.
And I get some music real quick.
Sorry. You guys have to tell me when the music gets really good because I have it off because I get sensory overload.
Yeah, I get that.
Mm.
Or I should say, I understand.
You for understand.
All right.
You'll see over here it's just saying, "Welcome to my crib."
Hey, the bards are going off with this one.
Does Cleo hire private bards to play in her house? In her lounge?
She would. That
She's
extra
100%
bitch.
that bitch. She is 100% that bitch.
Hell yeah.
She's stimulating the economy.
She's providing
That's
people
very
with
good of
jobs
her.
and stimulating the economy.
Yeah, she's supporting small business.
That's very powerful of her.
Right.
It's true.
You guys are going to be on that screen, so I'll make the faces into the camera, but you guys are over there.
You don't have to perform for us, Mike. You just make your normal faces.
Oh no,
Yeah.
no, it's not a performance. I promise you. I'm thinking that.
Just wait till I drop my first nasty ass pun.
Oh my god.
You ain't ready for this.
So,
You're never ready for it.
who wants to give us a recap?
I can.
Mr. Note Taker.
I have notes for this game. There was a ceremony that happened, which wasn't necessarily last session. But what did happen last session is that Mistral and Rusa had a chat during the ceremony. We learned that Rusa feels very guilty, just in general, about Doug and the crystal and all that shit. And there was a little conversation about resisting the urge and the fear of giving up control. Mistral sends a bird with a message to the Sultana, Syria Dawnsgate. Doug reveals information about his pact with a demon lord, as we learn. This cool cat named Beelza. And how, Bielsa let him know that all of the demon lords are kind of like really fucking interested in Rusa now because
Just
she
quick,
ate 2
real quick
crystals.
addendum there.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's only 2 others.
Oh, 2 others. I thought it was
Oh,
like all of
thank
them were
God.
going
No.
crazy.
Only 2 others. And
Okay.
him.
That's
For the moment.
And for the moment. Okay. Yeah.
Whoa.
I wrote down many demon lords in capital M. But if it's just 2 other than Beals, that's chill too. But yeah, we learned that demon lords are actually fallen gods that were cast down to lower planes by Lord O, beginning of recorded history. And we also learned that the crystal that Roos ate is actually the shard of the original source of necromantic magic, which was maybe a thing that was alive. Maybe, who knows? So we learned a lot from Doug and Bielsa, and then we got back to our city safely. We were welcomed warmly. We met Timothy Chalamet again. Was that? And who
It was Harry Styles.
Oh, it was not Timothy Chalamet. It was Harry Styles. Yes.
Yeah.
Harold. Yeah. I think Timothy Chalamet should be another bard.
Those are basically the same person,
I agree.
really.
Yeah, that's why you get it.
Yeah. Pretty much.
What's his stage name?
They're both his stage name. It just depends on which stage.
You're right.
Whoa. His actual name is just Greg.
Yeah, his name's Greg. But no one knows that except for his mom.
Yep.
But yeah, and then we get paid for the job, and then we figure out what we're gonna do next, and then we are approached by a mysterious figure who heard of our how good we did, what good little jobs we did, and how she wants to sponsor us and maybe send us away out of the continent after we pass her maze puzzle. So she's gonna interview us all, or has already interviewed us all, and then she's gonna send us to do a maze puzzle, which is an artificial dungeon. And then if we do good, maybe if we want to, we'll leave the continent and go to Dark Dusk Petal, which is a city.
Dark Flower.
Yeah, Dark Flower, Shadow Rose, Shadow Blossom,
Shadow Rose.
Yeah.
One thing I want to also add is that Rusa made really good friend soup. Okay.
Yes.
Important information.
Extremely good friend soup. Not made out of friends.
But made for friends. Not of friends, for friends.
This is
by friends. By friends, for friends. Of soup. And yeah, that's what I got for y'all. Did I miss anything important?
We also met Ollie Osmond.
I don't remember this, but I believe you.
Beans.
One note. Cleo didn't just hear what you did. She is the one that assigned the quest.
Yeah, I was like, wait a second. I thought Cleo.
So she did hear about it because it's
from
us.
In the mirror.
Yeah.
When she gave the mission, yeah.
Listen, all I'm saying is we're all right.
Okay, very good.
Thanks.
So
Riley, Ollie was the gnome wizard that we met.
Oh yes, the big
the cat moth.
Yes, moth cat named something about being large. Big Joe.
Big Joe.
I can't wait to meet little Joe.
So cute.
I just want you guys to know. I just want you guys to know for flavor. When Kate sent me this, the file name is youngnastyman.png.
Good.
Let's go.
Fantastic.
I relate.
All right, so right as we left off, Ollie was sort of heading back to her friend's house, and you all were sort of settling in for the night. Do you guys want to do anything more that night, or are we good to go into the morning?
Is it,
We're not quite to the manor.
Oh, okay.
So this is pre-interviews then.
Yes,
in game.
Pre-interview.
Gotcha.
In-game.
Doug does his
Yes.
journal writing thing and he passed it for once in his life. Everybody clapped.
Woo!
Man resists writing in diary.
I refuse
So
to
proud.
clap for Doug.
It's the first time he's ever done it.
Goddamn.
No.
Is
Give
there
him a
anything
little
that
bit of
Mistral
credit.
wants to do? Probably not anything particular. Ooh, I have a fun idea, Mike, if you will indulge. Because I have just multi-classed into Rogue, I now have Thieves' Cant as a thing. And we could just pretend that Mistral had it all along, and he's always known this. But what if Mistral, like, after he does the thing or leaves a place or comes to somewhere new, he like leaves behind some kind of message or trail that like it's like, hey, I've just come from here. It's this date. I'm going here in Thieves' Cant, and leaves that behind in places he's been, so that his like if his family or people from his home look for him, they can like follow a trail he leaves behind.
What?
Okay, he will do that tonight then. And it's probably has to do with some. I think it's his specific brand of it has something to do with like specific like paper folds and different like drawn patterns or diagrams that when folded in specific ways form different shapes. And so if you fold it in a correct like pattern, then you get the right message.
Ooh,
That's
puzzles.
cool. Yelsey writes, Yelsey was here and does the cool S. No, I'm just kidding.
Hell yeah. It's basically just a cutie catcher, you know? Mistral makes a cutie catcher and leaves it behind.
Amazing.
Okay.
I hope it's
And
a
this is
very
how-
sturdy cootie catcher.
It's the sturdiest fucking cootie catcher you ever did see. And
Cootie
this is how,
Made out of like the cardstock paper.
yeah, and I'm
Ah.
establishing this now that this is how all criminals communicate because it's thieves.
They make cutie catchers.
Yeah,
They're cootie catchers.
they're cootie catchers.
Ah.
You are
That is-
so past veto territory right now. Not even. It's a little funny, but okay. So you you leave origami instructions.
Yeah, sure.
Where do you leave these origami instructions?
I'm gonna like. Part of me wants to like carve them onto a table, like the underside of a table in the corner of the tavern.
Oh, right now you're at Roos's house.
Oh, I'll ask Rusa if I can carve this cool pattern into like.
We can do this on the way back to our digs.
Yeah, I mean, or I could do it like on the door or the building.
To the
where Rusa's home
Craftsman's
is.
Guild.
Oh right, we're sleeping in the craftsman's.
We're sleeping in the Craftsman's Guild, so we can do that on the way back to our digs if you want.
Okay. I dig
Rusa
it.
would allow you to carve on her house if you wanted to.
He does both because he's been both places,
Cool.
and he like
If it
shows
helps- if
Rusa
it
what
helps
he's doing.
Mistral.
And,
Detain him.
yeah. He shows Rusa like every step of the way and explains what all the markings mean and how they are interpreted, and how if someone wants to come look for him, that they can find this and it will lead them the right way.
Yeah, the police.
Would your family come here?
I don't know. If they're following my trail, they might stop by here, yes. It's just a precaution, though. I don't expect them to come all the way out here.
All right.
If anything,
feel
it just
free.
gives me a bit of peace of mind knowing that if someone were looking for me, they could find me.
That is more than enough for me.
All right, then. Takes out like a flat like blade from his from a sheath, a short sword, and starts like carefully carving.
Yeah, you do it just fine.
Yay!
All right. So
Thieves' Cave.
More like thieves can.
They sure can.
We killed him.
Let's go.
Oh no.
anyways. Sophia and Mr. What are your passive perceptions?
It's gotta be high, right? It's gotta be insane. Let's take a look. 18.
17.
Damn.
Now
Nice.
I'm the wisdom class, bitch.
Yeah, we're the wise boys now.
The wise guys.
Hey, who's the wise guy here?
All right, so you very quickly notice about 15 minutes out from Rooster's house, you're being followed.
Mm.
Oh no.
Gabe, I kind of like it if like both Sophia and Mitchell just like lock eyes for a second and then they just know, like they just like start nod, like yeah, I see them too.
It's
All
a
right.
paparazzi run.
No, we have to roll insight
Insight?
checks together.
Yeah. Cool.
Is that okay, Michael, if we roll insight checks together?
Go for it.
No, this is just a 13. Not a
14.
I will say, since they're so close, like you guys like catch yourselves like looking at each other like a certain way. You're like, yeah.
Okay.
gotcha.
Mitchell's gonna very subtly start like folding paper in one hand, to get ready for a potential fight.
I'm gonna
Very
open my
impressive.
bag and whistle for Skits to get on my shoulder.
I move my hand to look like I'm like petting Skits, and with the other hand behind my back, I'm folding little birds.
Behind your back.
Or like,
In-
more,
Look
like
ill.
Maybe in front of
interposing
you?
my body between where we were being followed and the people. I don't know if they were to our sides or in front of us or
Yes,
behind us.
they're behind you. You're being
Okay. And in front.
all right. So you guys are just playing it cool.
For now.
I'm just gonna, like-
Sophia. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna hiss under my breath to Sophia, like quiet enough that I hope no one can hear. Do we want to divert our path, or shall we head back to the Craftsman's Guild?
The guild is probably the best place for us to go.
All right. I'll follow your lead.
She does a quick nod.
Sophia, because you're at a 19.
19? 17.
17.
Passive perception is 17, yeah.
And Mistral is an 18?
Yes.
All right, so Mistral. Because you're slightly more perceptive, you can tell there's 3 people. 3 sets
Gotcha.
of footsteps.
That's a lot of people.
Only one more.
So,
Just to make you aware about our pursuers, I believe we are outnumbered by 1, if that is to be considered.
She gives Skits a little scratch underneath his chin. Then it's even.
Yes, I did not mean to discount Skits. And I give him another little scratch on the head, although I know he can't feel it because he's made of metal.
He's also magic.
He's also magic.
I would say as you're weaving your way through the sort of the main streets to get back to the guild, about 20 more minutes go by until you both hear two different pairs of people sort of come to stand in front of you. Just sort of just getting a look at them. They're like in these sort of like dark, unassuming leathers. Just like if you were someone who was sneaking around, you really wouldn't want to wear this because everyone knows you're gonna be up to no good.
It's too
Very
obvious.
obviously stealthy.
Yeah.
Stealth chic.
It's ostentatiously stealthy.
Yeah.
Right out of a
Hell
hot
yeah.
topic.
So the 4 people in front of you sort of make a 2 pairs of 2.
Oh, 2 pairs of 2. So 4 people have cut us off in front of us, and there's 3 behind
Yes.
us.
So these 4 figures they're pretty bulky. You could probably rightfully assume they're like half orcs. They just sort of make like this sort of bouncer wall in front of you. Not really saying anything. As you hear a whistle behind you.
Oh, whoops.
Oh, well.
I didn't mean to do that. Don't worry.
It's an accidental. It was a missed input, Michael. It's a missed
Misfire.
input.
It's a misfire. I didn't mean to shoot. The safety was off.
I also have a question. Is what are we supposed to be on a map?
No, I don't have
Okay,
a map
okay.
for the streets of.
The autonomous
Okay, I just wanted to make
five.
sure.
I'll give you a different map to look at because you're not on the. I'll give you this to look at.
Sukrisha.
So there's a whistle from out behind you. Is like, well, a couple of folks are unaware of the curfew. I see. You can just tell from his voice, even if you don't like look back, he's just like this big slimy sleazeball of a human balding. He seems to be in much more unassuming things, sort of like the pale browns and the darker greens.
Mr. will stop walking, obviously, but he won't turn around to look at whoever's behind him calling to them. He'll just sort of call out. We were unaware of any curfew, but we're nearly home. So if we've wronged you in any way, we do apologize, but please, we're nearly back to our abode. We don't want any trouble. We just like to get back to our home.
Won't be no trouble. Just ask some questions. City Watch style. Get some information on the download because like 4 or 5 days ago, 2 bodies ended up in the harbor, and the guards started cracking down, asking the common folk, harassing them. So we're just keeping an eye out, for our fellow man. So just sort of asking, sort of night wanderers here. You ever seen anything suspicious?
I turn around to look at whoever the fuck this guy is, Michael.
Yelsey also points immediately at him.
Are you?
I don't think Yelsey's with us. We're heading. This is when we were heading back to the.
Okay.
The guild house.
Yelsey's
to go to
spider
bed.
sense.
Yelsey sneezes.
Yelsey sits up in the middle of the night.
All right. So, Sophia, you see sort of a lightly brown, lightly tan-skinned human man with a obnoxious sort of face serpent tattoo. He's bald on the top of his head. He has a bit of like hair on the sides, but he's carrying around a short sword in a grip that immediately tells you he doesn't know how to use it.
Okay.
There's a slight sway in his step. He might be a bit drunk. But other than that, he just sort of walks up to you like he's trying to like make himself look dignified and like important. So I just need to know if you guys seen anything suspicious.
You mean
Fine.
besides 7 people blocking the path for us as we make our way home?
We're not suspicious. We're the City Watch. We're protecting the common
Are
man.
they the City Watch, Michael?
Make an insight check.
I mean, do I see any insignia? I've seen the Watch before, right?
They're specifically saying they're the City Watch. They're not the City Guard.
Oh,
There's gonna be a citizen's arrest on
okay.
us.
Like the neighborhood watch.
Gotcha. Oh, no, I don't believe them. I don't need to make an insight check. I look at him, and I say, we haven't seen anything suspicious. Can we go now?
Well, no, because I see something suspicious. And if you don't see the suspicion, then you must be.
Perhaps you should enlighten us then. What seems so suspicious?
Two people skulking about the streets after. You guys wouldn't know this, but I think after two people showed up in the harbor, there was a public curfew for safety.
Mhm.
So two folks skulking about after curfew, maybe looking for some common men to.
Well, if you were listening to what I said before, I told you we were not aware of the curfew. You said these deaths happened 5 days ago?
Yes.
Right, we left the city 5 days ago, and
Interesting.
if you're curious about our whereabouts on the night of any supposed murders took place, we were staying at the exact same place we're heading to now. If you'd care to join us, you could ask the people there to confirm this story.
He looks at you.
We were unaware of any curfew because we were not in the city to learn about it. We've only just
Maybe
gotten
because
back.
you cut town after you killed them.
Why would we come back?
Maybe you thought the heat died down. I don't know.
Clearly it
Culprits often
hasn't.
return to the scene of the crime.
Michael, can I ask how their outfits look? Just generally.
So this guy has like a sort of like a light brown, like open, like deep V cut t-shirt, some leather slacks, some boots, that short sword he doesn't know how to use. The other two that were sort of flanking him, also half orcs, seem to just be in that ostentatiously stealthy garb. So everyone that's not him is like they're coordinated.
Mm-hmm.
And it just whether or not they're official, they at least look the part of like mooks.
Yeah.
I would
Just sort of your armorer's eye. Just like there's like maybe some like patchwork leather garb amongst them. Nothing too functional.
I would hate to ruin your outfit. Why don't you let us go in peace, and then we will be on our way.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, wait, hold on. I'm using my
Ooh.
inspiration.
Okay.
That's better.
He sort of squints at you and sort of takes another step closer, looks at you. I don't know, because just something about y'all screams suspicious to me.
Will anything satisfy your curiosity, or are you just looking for trouble? It doesn't seem like you're listening to anything we're saying, but rather just want to get into a fight. If you want to fight us, just say so, and we can be done with it. If not, please let us leave.
All right, Riley, I'm going to give you the choice between an intimidation or a persuasion.
Both are bad. Both are equally bad.
I believe in you, Riley.
I feel like I'm doing intimidation, though, instead of persuasion, which,
Michael,
well, I think I'm...
Michael, would you let him use strength for intimidation?
My strength is bad, too.
Never mind. Is it worse than your charisma, though?
It's by one, it's less worse by one.
Would you let him use strength, Michael?
Use your strength? Yeah, I don't care.
Now, what if, and hear me out, I did an intelligence persuasion check, because I'm trying to appeal to his logical mind.
He doesn't have one of those.
He's drunk.
Cool.
He's inebriated.
Okay. I will make a strength roll, I suppose.
I believe in you.
I don't, but I appreciate it.
What? What did I say? Come on.
Hey man, I have to doubt myself before I can succeed, you know?
As you say this, this latest statement, he
I still have
sort of
not
looks
turned to
to
look at
you.
him, by the way. I'm still just like standing stock still.
He's still like stops like staring at Sophie and like comes over, like sort of stumbling a bit, looks at you, looks over your gear, looks at the bow with, still has a skull on it.
Yeah, it's currently unstrung, and so it looked like a staff or like a quarterstaff
Mhm.
of some kind.
That guy's carrying some skulls around. That's fucked.
He like stumbles back and thinks for a moment. Come on, guys, they're not worth the trouble.
A wise decision.
All right, get to wherever you're going. Remember, after dusk is the curfew.
Thank you for
Again.
making us aware.
I give him a polite little bow, and I turn back around.
Do stay safe. And I keep walking.
You just, Sophia, you just see one of the half orcs just sort of like shake his head and just like pick him up by the scruff and like throw him over his shoulder. Letting you off with a warning as he's being carried.
Mistral like half of a smile, like upturned at that. Like, okay, guy.
I'll yell back, "Thank you for your grace."
Yeah.
Sophia, does this happen often in cities?
Has this happened often to me, Michael?
Accosted by
How
strangers.
long
for
have
no
you
reason.
been in Mythorn?
I don't know, but I grew up in a big city.
This has never happened in Undermountain.
Okay, Sophia just shrugs. Never.
Undermountain is a lot more.
Underground's like
Militant?
murders, we solve them.
A lot more
Yeah.
militant. This, yeah,
5 days and
bring
there's
this
no
up.
culprit.
This is a town for adventurers, mostly by adventurers. It's
Okay.
call it what you want. They are much less organized than sort of what you would assume is like one of the military like capital of this continent.
Yeah, listen, if there are thieves around in Undermountain, they're in a guild and they do things by the book, okay?
Yeah,
And they have a code of conduct and HR.
Mm-hmm.
Still
and
for the
benefits.
rich,
They get
you
dental.
give a portion to the poor.
They get dental. They get life insurance.
They need it.
If your hands
but
get
yes.
cut off, you get spare hands. It's just equitable.
Jimmy Four
You
Hands here has to give up his extra hands for you.
No, you get prosthetics.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
they give
That's
you
true.
hands.
They would be able to make that in Undermountain.
That's
probably.
part of the healthcare.
Yeah, she turns to Mistro. That's never happened to me before.
He's like, his head's cocked to the side. He's got like kind of a dumb smile on his face. Like, that was interesting. What a stupid man. I hope we meet him again.
Seriously. He was very stupid.
Glad we didn't have to fight about it, though. I prefer not to kill
I
people.
I would
if don't
rather
have
not
to.
kill anyone, yeah.
Then we would really be murderers, huh? But not double homicide. What was that?
Do you think we would have killed them? Like, do you think we could have not killed them?
Well, yes, if we didn't want to, but it's not. You don't have. We didn't have to kill them.
Read between the lines. Mr. wanted to kill him.
Hmm. It's hard to control magic,
Good
though.
boy.
It is.
As you're just discussing this, you sort of enter the actual halls of the guild. And at the desk is once again Tissy Two Twines. She looks up and is like, "Oh, I had thought you had found other arrangements. Like when you didn't come here before the curfew. But good
No,
evening.
we still need a room. We were
For
out drinking for too long at the friend's house.
Mm. All right. Well, I mean, your rooms are still available. Same
Wonderful.
place.
Thank you, Tissy.
It's very appreciated.
Just doing my job.
And
Have a good
if
night,
you,
you two.
if you see any drunkards or ruffians around the area, please let people know to avoid them. They stopped us in the street.
Yeah, do you know anyone who looks like this? And I described the guy to her.
As soon as you describe, she just has like this look of like. No, he's a. Don't worry about him. He's no one. He's. He works at the docks, and he thinks he's some big shot because he pulled out the bodies, and the guards were questioning him. So he went to his head. He got a bunch of his friends to form a city watch like 4 days ago. It's not like they're gonna catch anyone capable of. I'm gonna stop talking.
Yeah, we almost had to put them down.
They had
So when
no
you
fear.
say put them down,
Just
I mean, he was blocking our bath and was being pretty aggressive.
well, I'm certainly glad you're all right.
he was a smarter man than he appeared.
I pat Mistral on the shoulders. Thanks to Mistral here. Made him rethink.
Knight in shining armor, huh?
I'm not sure about the shining bit. My armor is quite dull. But
Sure, your friend here can help put a shine on your gear.
she already has. It's
Oh,
it's quite enhanced from when I first made it.
Have a good night, you two.
We will.
Have a good night.
Thanks, Tissy.
No problem.
She's excitable, it seems. Not sure what all that was about.
Well, have a good night, Mistral. Maybe tomorrow we can give you a latte instead of just coffee.
Yes, I would prefer that. Less of whatever that was would be nice.
She sort of like pats him on the shoulder again. Maybe someday you'll get used to the taste.
The taste is fine. I like it all right. It's just a lot of energy.
Oh, well, you also don't have to chug it.
Why wouldn't I drink it all at once?
Because of exactly what happened to you.
I should just get a smaller amount then.
Maybe some espresso?
Oh god.
If that is a smaller amount, then perhaps.
She thinks for a second. Maybe we'll stick to a latte.
Okay, you know this better than I, so I will trust your judgment.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we could get you a few roasted coffee beans that you can just chew on.
That sounds delightful. Yes, I think I'd like that. Do people really chew on the beans? I thought they made a tea out of them.
Mm-hmm. But you can chew on the beans as well. Sometimes late night miners use that to keep going.
Excellent. Well, good night.
All right. So each of you see yourselves both of you see yourselves to sleep. Back at the Rusalka house. What's happening there?
I feel like pretty similar to the first night. Rusa sets up. Yelsi and Doug are staying over again, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Sleepover.
Sleepover. And this time she sets out several midnight snacks for Yelsi because she has a feeling that Yelsi might wake up in the middle of the night hungry, so
That's so
precautions
sweet.
taken.
Right.
Yeah, she's very tired and not very talkative. So she probably would head to her room pretty quickly.
So you get there and sort of probably like face planting to your bed, which is like it feels a little bit grainy, and then you remember, oh right, the little cat
House
moth
guest.
was eating things in here.
Yeah, she'll get up
no,
and brush the
you're
crumbs off.
yeah. So you go to sleep. You'll see you sleep eventually finds you. I'm sure you wake up specifically to eat the snacks that Bruce has laid out for you.
I will have you know that wherever Yelsi is sleeping, she fell asleep with like half-eaten loaf of bread. Okay,
Fair enough. Doug.
so she'll finish
Stuffed
that.
animal.
Yes.
Doug.
Hi.
You also find yourself to sleep, but it's not a dreamless sleep.
Oh no.
You find yourself in a familiar place. It's that saloon, and the barman there just sort of leans over the counters like, starting another rebellious streak, Okay, okay. How long do you think it'll last this time?
We will see.
My bet's in
I have
about
a little
4
help.
days.
Sorry, what?
My bet's in about 4 days.
More optimistic than last time.
You've grown. You've shown me a bit of that moxie, that spunk that I like so much about you, Douglas.
He actually has a little bit of a smile at that. Well, I at least hope it'll be good entertainment for you.
Oh, everything you do so far is mighty fine entertainment. In
It'll
fact,
be a shame when it ends.
maybe not. I just said the current deal will end. I didn't say I was done with you.
I don't like that.
People never do, but hey.
Fair,
I'll cut
fair.
you a deal here real quick. Alright?
Alright.
That woman. She said a bunch of fine things. She sure did. But she did mention something that did interest me. So, in lieu of you sort of screwing the pooch on the whole shard there, good going by the way. You can tell he's like,
Wasn't my fault. Couldn't have predicted that.
yeah, she could have stopped her. But not important. In lieu of that, this woman, she's gonna be sending you into a little bit of an artificial dungeon. And I gotta be honest, I'm a bit intrigued.
Mm-hmm.
See, I don't know everything about them, but I do know they contact the astral plane quite a bit. So, I mean, if you find anything, any texts or tomes written in a real strange alien language, you can't really quite put your finger on. He like looks at you for a moment. Yeah, real strange. It's almost like it's written on like a slate. Bring that by, and I might consider more favorable terms on either this deal or the next deal that we make. Because you can't lie to yourself. You want what I have to offer. No matter how much you bitch and moan, you like what I have to offer you. Especially because you're dabbling in my domain, necromancy. Who better to give you the power that you want than the head honcho that runs it all?
You're playing nice with me.
Say that.
Well, you're not asking for anything unreasonable, and I suppose I can ask Risa not to eat it this time.
Oh, it's
Should I
nothing
be
like that.
concerned about that?
I mean, I just need that to be in your possession for a night so I can, take it. And I will even be kind to you, and if you retrieve it in a timely manner, I'll even use it in your little streak that you may have going by that time. You only have to write that you got that.
Shockingly reasonable. Okay. Any consequences if nothing appears?
No. Might not even be there.
Alright.
I don't know.
Okay,
But
well.
I wouldn't be covering all my bases if I didn't ask one of my favorite performers to at least try.
I'm a real go-getter.
Yes,
Let
you
me
are,
tell
Mr.
you.
Douglas.
Okay.
Alright, I'll be seeing you real soon, boy. Real
Yes.
soon.
Demon of my dreams always shows up.
And with that sort of last thing, you just hear the laugh, and dreamless slumber takes you. In the morning, because morning passes, the night passes. Roos is up bright and early. Well, actually, is Roosa sleeping in today?
She might sleep in a little bit. And by that she means like 8:30. Like that's,
For a baker, that's late.
Is Yelsi
Yeah.
up first?
maybe.
Yelsi may be up first. Yeah. Russo may be waking up at 8:30 because Yelsi's shaking her awake.
No.
You're shaking her like bread.
Also, just so you're aware, Michael, that voice you do for Bielsa is the DNA cartoon from Jurassic Park. Sounds just like it.
Wild.
Okay. Thank you. But so Rusalka household waking up around 8:30, 9 o'clock, considering Doug is a grumpy old man. But what time is the group getting together?
He's not gonna.
Probably early. We don't want to make this lady wait. She's fancy.
He is indeed, as they say, fancy.
Quite.
True.
If they want to meet up for a quick rendezvous at Rusa's place, she'll fry up some bacon real quick while they talk.
Bacon.
Sophia and Mistral walk in already having gotten some Dunkin' Donuts coffee.
Mistral's
Nice.
I think
Mistral's
you mean
crotch.
bar Stuck's coffee.
No, Michael, we're
I'm
on
like,
the East
you-
Coast. It's Dunkin' Donuts.
But we are not on the East Coast.
We're on the
America runs
the-
on Dunkin'.
I mean us
East Coast.
specifically, the people here.
We have
We're,
Beast Coast.
we're in the northeast of the United States. It's Dunkin'.
Okay, but you got bar Stucks.
No, I refuse.
I've never heard of that before.
You give me the slop?
Yes, I will give you the slop.
I'll I'll rather go to a nameless cafe
bar
like a
stuff,
local.
like Starbucks.
Yes, I'd rather go to that than
Oh,
bar stuffs.
it took me too long.
I still didn't get it.
It's Starbucks, but
Hmm
fucked up.
Ah,
I won't give
Fine, you
Starbucks
can
money.
have your Dunkin' Donuts coffee.
Thank you, Michael.
Bunkin' Donuts.
Bunkin' Donuts.
Never mind, you get no coffee.
All right, that's fair.
No,
Shitty
who wants to get
hotel
his
coffee.
latte?
Anyway, yeah, Mistral and I walk in with coffee and actually I wouldn't disrespect Rusa to get like baked goods. So maybe it's just some like
Like a breakfast sandwich?
yeah, breakfast sandwiches for everybody.
Well, Sophia brought kolaches.
How much does that run me, Michael?
5 copper.
Okay.
Actually, if Sophia brings food, Rusa appreciates the slight break from cooking, just because she's a little bit frazzled in the morning.
Yeah, but she like I said, she won't disrespect you by bringing other people's baked goods into the home.
Yes,
But like
this is the boundary.
yeah, but like breakfast sandwiches, yeah. She'll bring
Yeah.
that for everybody and some coffees.
I could go for a kolache.
Yelsi gets a hot chocolate with a shot of espresso.
oh,
Damn.
What does she get for Doug gets a black coffee with like sugar and cream on the side. What does she get for Rusa? I think
A mochi frat.
I think she'll get Rusa a latte, but with like a peppermint stick in it.
Ooh.
Iced coffee.
Do they have ice,
Sure.
Michael?
Sure.
Then it's an
Ice.
iced peppermint coffee for Rusa.
Ice is certainly around. There's a bunch of frost mages
Yeah, you
that
know
are
what?
just
That's
on
fair.
retainer.
That's
On
fair.
retainer. They just make ice cubes all day.
I mean, they just get
I
like
think about
What was that?
fantasy fridges sometimes.
Hey, those are bags of holding.
Yo, true.
in the olden days, people would just get a delivery of like a big block of ice and put it in their cellar. And they would stay cold. And that's what they would do.
when the Iceman comes.
That's how I imagine with ice mages, they just get like a daily delivery of like a big chunk of ice that they can chip off for the day.
So if it's like an actual cellar, those can last a couple days if there's handled correctly.
Yeah, the ones in cellars can last for a while, but I'm talking about for making ice drinks. They get like a big block of ice that they just chip off during the day.
Oh, I got you.
Anyway, we arrive with these breakfast items for everybody. We knock on the door. It is 8:15 in the morning. Sorry, Rusa.
We've been up since 6, you know.
You
Start
come
this time.
in and it's Yelsi that opens the door, and Yelsi is like a piece of bread in her mouth.
Mm-hmm. I immediately hand
It's the bread that she
Yelsi
was sleeping with.
2 sandwiches. Because of course I bring
Yelsi-
Yelsi a second one.
Yelsi almost drops the bread that's in her mouth, but instead she grabs your sandwiches
Mm-hmm.
and then remembers to that houses are for people, and then pushes you both in.
Okay. Good morning.
Thank you for the warm welcome.
Yelsi is already digging into the sandwich.
I hand Doug his black coffee.
Oh, thank you.
I have sugar and cream in the bag.
Oh, excellent. Put an amount of sugar and cream, of which I have not decided yet, in there. How was your morning, evening?
It's morning.
I
The
mean,
evening
yes,
was
but
interesting.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I did not. We met a very stupid man and his friends.
He was drunk.
I think it's more than just the alcohol that was wrong with that man. I have been drunk, and I would not act such a fool.
Yeah, Mistral, but you're like a perfect gentleman. A perfect gentleman.
Is Rusa asleep or awake by this point?
If they get there at 6:15 or 8:15, I assume that means she's still asleep.
Mhm.
Say
I'm
she
not
gets
gonna
up
knock
to
on
it.
her door and wake her up.
Yelsey is gonna peek.
She's just gonna like take a peek, take a look in.
Yeah, take a gander.
Yeah, I suppose she's asleep then. Just kind of like blanket lump and then just big fucking mane of red hair like sprawled out around it.
Yelsey will to everyone who is just, making small talk in the, I guess, the dining room, greeting room,
Yeah.
whatever.
Dining
Makes
room,
a
living room, and
shushing,
kitchen.
yeah, a shushing gesture, and then closes the door behind her and crawls into bed with Riza.
Excellent.
That's it. Please continue.
Rusa seems to not be up yet.
Seems like she will be soon.
Mm-hmm.
Rusa, you feel a heavy weight. Not heavy, but like you feel pressure on you as you're just like trying to get another hour, half hour of sleep. You're you're so wiped.
Yeah.
It's been a fucking series of days.
Yeah. She's
But
just so drained.
then you realize that wait a minute, I'm alone.
Listen, Rusa is being little spooned right now.
Oh. Can she tell it's Yelsey? Probably.
I think you can tell. I think you can assume it's Yelsey.
Yeah.
You could probably assume.
Doug would not.
Well,
Doug likes
Rusa
you,
and
but
Yelsey have already
no
snuggled.
space.
Between
They've snuggled
two
before.
people that were in your house when you went to, between the three people that were in your house, of the two of them, that's not you.
It's
only
not gonna be
Yelsey-
Doug.
Also,
I love-
Yelsey does have a lot of skin available for contact, so
What if it's a
could
second
probably-
Rusa?
Oh, God.
No, like too powerful.
Kill your double.
Yelsey also got the booby.
True.
It's true. Yelsey got some soft packages up there.
It's true.
Some soft packages over her hard packages.
Yeah.
Rusa just kind of like takes a long breath and kind of just relaxes into the snuggle a little bit and mumbles, "Is everything okay?"
Yelsey is like patting her mane of hair, and doing a what Yelsey thinks is affectionate that you would do towards like a mother to child sort of gesture.
Mm-hmm.
Yelsey thinks she's being very good, and is whispers, "Ooh, Sophia brought brekkie. But if you need to sleep more."
No, I should join you home. Gives
Yelsey
Yelsey's
does
arms a
not
little
move.
squeeze.
Yelsey
doesn't
will move. No, if you make a motion to get up, Yelsey will move.
Okay. She does give her a squeeze first, but yeah.
Yelsey just like, okay, and then bolts up, and then very quietly but quickly leaves the room.
she'll freshen up really quick. Tame the hair, uh, change out of night clothes into fancy little dress, scurry out. Sorry. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Rusa.
Nothing at all to apologize for. Good morning.
Everyone is good. I hear you brought breakfast, Sophia. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. She hands Rusa a breakfast sandwich and an iced peppermint coffee.
Sniff, sniff. It smells minty.
Something to brighten up your morning.
How kind. Thank you. She gives Sophia a big smile. Are you all right? Is everything went well
We died.
during what?
She laughs.
Oh, you're joking. You're joking. Right.
We're here. We're fine.
Damn,
Good.
that was savage.
Well, listen, resurrection exists in this world. You never know.
It's true.
She
I'm-
wasn't sure.
I make that joke all the
Listen,
time.
Listen, if she was dead, I would be able to tell you.
I see.
Do you mean like if she was dead and still here walking around, or if she was just dead in general?
I
Any
probably
direction
would have
you want to
spilled
pick,
more
I can
coffee.
figure it out quite quickly.
Mm.
Well, we're not going to rush you, Marissa. So take all the time you need.
That's all right. That's all right.
We're not in a rush.
I do think our fancy new patron would
I elbow.
disagree.
I elbow. I elbow Doug.
What?
We're not in a
Truly.
rush.
There is no
We
need
do
to
have
worry.
a specific
I
time to show
elbow
up.
him again.
Why?
What was the time that the counselor specified?
I don't remember. She might not have.
You
I
mentioned
just feel like
brunch.
there would be a schedule. Yeah.
Brunch is between breakfast and lunch, so we have plenty of time.
Right.
I
Well,
think we should show up 2 hours early. It's only curious. New employers grumble.
I do agree with the doctor. It would be best to put our best foot forward with a potential sponsor, no?
Yes, she is also asking us, so, it's not like we're nothing.
I don't
I
think we
suppose
need to
that is
waste
true.
2 hours of the day just to be there and do nothing.
Sophia nods.
Well, what did you all have in mind then?
Well, first breakfast.
Right. Yes. Make yourselves at home. And she'll scoot. She's gonna scoot some of the chairs closer to the coffee table so that everyone can relax around the coffee table, but still set their drinks down and stuff.
Sophia
Never the host.
looks
You hear
around the group.
The squeak of furniture and whatnot as things get into place, and then your brain automatically goes, okay, that should be enough squeaking things or whatever furniture sounds, and then you hear a little bit of kind of like a tremble, like someone's got some wooden dishware or something that's trembling
yeah.
on a surface or
I know that
something.
sound.
Okay.
Yeah. And Yelsie has discovered chocolate, and
Uh-oh.
that's her legs shaking.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
She's eyes wide.
Are you alright, Yossi?
This mud tastes.
Might be too much sugar for her.
Yeah, see, that's not mud. That's it's a hot chocolate within a shot of espresso to help you wake up. She's old enough for that, right?
Oh,
I'll be
Yelsi,
honest, I don't know how old she is.
Yelsi, if you're anything like me, you might experience a large spike in uncontrollable energy for the next hour or so.
You should sip it. Don't drink it all at once.
Chelsea's drink becomes a lot of very rapid sips.
Actually, when was the last time that you've all showered? Have you ever had a shower before? Michael, are showers common? I don't know.
I
There's
mean,
bathhouses.
Yelsi and Doug had a bath
Yeah.
No, but a
to get rid of all the
shower.
blood.
There's bathhouses
Shower.
with areas where water falls on. Yes, there's shower rooms in the bathhouses.
I have a washing up tub. Which is a shower, as in rain?
But is it okay if I introduce indoor plumbing to Undermountain, Michael?
Undermountain? Absolutely. It's
Yeah.
gotta go somewhere.
Maybe we can find a place in the city that has a proper shower.
Sorry. Put me in my throat.
We're not gonna use her shower, Michael, before meeting her?
Just saying.
That's weird.
I have never really had one of these showers.
Okay.
What do you do?
I think that's something that we should all do today. Before heading out to brunch.
Yelsi sniffs herself. Yelsi is clean.
The city has a few bathhouse sort of things. I'm sure one might have a proper shower you're looking for. It's been a while.
You mean bathing?
No.
Yes.
I mean, I don't think well, we should all bathe. We did just come back from a trip outdoors, but
If you're doing a job interview, you should definitely bathe.
But I mean don't worry, I'll look for a shower.
I love everyone being like, "Oh yeah, a bath, okay." And
Yeah.
Sophia's like, no, like,
She's like, no,
plumbing,
it's
shower.
different.
We crossed a river
Dude,
twice
a
during the
hot
journey.
shower is fucking life-changing, okay?
Okay. I will say that in
Yes.
Coffee River twice, you do smell like river water, which is not the same as clean water.
I mean, it wasn't dirty water.
It's quick, it's easy, and it's free. River water in your socks.
It was
I adore
fresh
river.
spring water. What do you mean?
It was not fresh spring water.
It was not fresh spring water.
There were harpy corpses in the river, too.
But only after.
Yelsi,
There?
Yelsi did bully the heartbeat meat.
Nice.
Okay, let's enjoy our breakfast here. And then we'll go looking for a proper bathhouse with a proper shower, and I will treat you all to a hot shower for the first time in your lives.
All right. If it involves water, I am excited. I love water.
It does.
Yelsi holds up her cup and just says, "More of this?"
We
No
can
more
get
of
you
that.
a regular hot chocolate after on the way too. I like turn to Doug. Coffee isn't like exotic, is it?
No. I think she comes from a smaller village where those aren't particularly common, and I haven't been particularly going for coffee, so hadn't really thought.
She nods.
Right. So your breakfast is had, and with Sophia leading the way, you strike out into the city of Mythorn in the search of a bathhouse. Doug,
Yeah,
give me a history check.
I'll do that just for you.
I mean, you don't have to.
It's too late.
Dang.
Unless it
Michael,
didn't roll. Oh, never
What's
mind.
up?
No roll. There we go. I keep forgetting it prompts me.
Yes, Gabe.
how do I find a bathhouse?
I'm getting to that.
Okay.
So, Doug, you know of two more prominent bathhouses. There's one in the upper district that is real nice. You've never actually been in there. And there's one in sort of like the lower district, almost by the docks, and that one's affordable.
Alright, so I know of about 2 bathhouses. There's a very nice luxury one, and there's one by the docks. Which is, there's running water there, I'll say that.
We're going to the one in the upper city.
Good.
Sophia, give
Yes.
me an investigation check.
Come on. Okay. 17.
It's still a bit weird for you. The adventurers in the surface area are like they're like so ostentatious with like their signage. This in Undermountain, it's like clearly written what things are in the front. But eventually you do sort of after walking past it maybe once, you look up and there's like a bar of lye soap and a bucket and like droplets of water like raining down on it. It's like like a magically animated sign.
Oh, the bucket of water. That makes sense. We go in.
All right. When you get in there, you're greeted by some lovely harp music. Very sort of clean, sort of front room there. There's a well manicured furbolg man who sort of a lot of his features and his size are sort of make him like more akin to like a horse than a cow.
Sure.
Quite a long face. No.
Doug dies.
How hungry are you?
And the Furbolg man sort of looks up from his little book. Looks to just be some. I wouldn't say a secretary would be reading a raunchy book in a bathhouse. It's just sort of like one of those like young adult thriller novels.
I mean, it could just be a romance novel, Michael. It doesn't have to be raunchy.
Yeah, it's just like it's a young adult thriller novel.
Hello.
Oh, hello there. Well, welcome to The Last Lie. How may I help you?
Hi. Do you have a hot shower here available?
Hot shower. Yes, we do. We also we do have a hot shower package. It comes with about 30 minutes soak in a hot spring. And you can wash yourselves in the shower. Treat yourself to a nice heated towel. Cut your hair for you. Give you a nice variety of fruit. And all that will party of 5 here. That'll just run you about 5 gold.
Okay. She smiles, pulls
that?
out
That is a lot of money.
6
Is it
gold
worth-
and hands it to him. And a tip for you.
Whoa. Thank you very much.
Of course.
Might I get your names?
I'm Sophia. This is
Yes.
Mistral. This is Dr. Worm. This is Yelsi.
Ooh,
And this
okay.
is Rusa.
All right. Say, but aren't you that waitress from the Shattered Keel?
Oh, yes.
I am
Have
a
you been in?
yes, I'm a big fan of your bread. It's
Oh, good.
best in the city.
I'm happy to hear it.
You
Well,
see,
thank
he
you.
actually
Little bow.
puts a gold back on the table. Please, a bit of a discount.
His tip.
Go right on in. Right through these yellow curtained halls. Straight to the back is the hot spring. Sitting there about 30 minutes, and then someone will come to you with a heated towel and guide you to the shower room. It's. Did you want it to be segregated, or is it better to be communal?
I think everybody should experience their shower on their own.
Excellent. We'll prepare the stalls. You're actually one of our first customers today, so you'll have no one else in there.
An early start. How wonderful.
Do you have any preferred scents?
Sense.
Do you have anything reminiscent of the desert?
I have a bit of aloe and charcoal. That's a scent we could put into the shower.
That will do.
Excellent.
Do you have citrus? Like lemons or oranges?
We do.
Oh, smart. Good for scurvy.
A nice Pirin. One moment. I have to think about what it. A nice Pirin yuzu scent for you. Pairs well with pine.
She nods.
I think something woodsy.
Fair enough. Got redwood and hyacinth here.
Sure.
For you, Miss Rusalka?
Oh, what is your favorite?
Oh, I'm quite fond of lavender and lime myself, but that's
Then I will try that.
very well. And you, young blonde madam, Yelsi, I believe.
Yelsi makes a face. Because does it smell up front? Like, is there a lot of fragrances?
There's just a clean scent up front.
Okay. Yelsi points I suppose at the ground of the lobby, and this one.
All right. An unscented soap for you.
Yelsi nods.
Very well. Oh, let me make sure to get your towels back to Armando. Armando, my good man, fire up the heat rocks. You just hear from the back, aye. Heat rocks coming.
What do you use for heating? How do you heat your rocks?
Oh, well, you see, Armando is a very fascinating fellow. He's quite a strapping young Minotaur wizard, if you would believe it. He's
would.
quite adept at fire magic. So he just he waves his hands and the rocks get all heated up. And then we put that either below you in the spring to bring it up to temperature, or we'll put it in the sort of water distribution system for the showers, and then you have hot water there.
Sophia
It's
nods.
interesting.
My mother used to heat part of the pipes leading up to the shower head itself using a heat metal.
Interesting.
Mistral cannot help but think like, oh, we could probably do this back home. We just need some of those fire toads.
Oh, fire toads. I
Yeah,
love you.
dude. Mistral's gonna talk to Levy about this. Let's see if we can't get the uh the fire genasi in on it.
Revelry spa package.
Yeah, they make a killing.
All right, so you are led back into the bathhouse. The bath itself does have separate rooms or a communal bath.
Obviously, the communal bath, Michael.
Very well.
Yeah,
Oh dear.
I agree.
So
I can't wait for this.
in the interest of not making this a spa episode.
Damn. All right.
I just want to hear everybody's reaction if they're having a shower for the first time.
Yeah, we'll skip the soak in the hot water and go straight to the showers. So everyone but Sophia, you're led by this like easily like 8.5 foot tall minotaur guy in like a really like suave like silk robe. He's like, all right, individual stars down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right there. Once you're all in, I turn on the water, get it nice and hot, and then there's the soaps in there for you. And then when you come out, there's heated towels.
This is all very elaborate just for bathing. I'm excited to try.
Lots of people just
People
come by to
need be
see the
guided
spectacle of
first
it. I'm sure either Doug or Sophia can guide you to your stall. But once everyone's in there, it's like you just hear Armando's voice. Oh, it's incredibly steamy in here, by the way. Like, just so you know,
Censorship.
Naruto smoke clouds.
Yeah, sure.
KG, y'all.
Is
Guys, the
everyone
spicy
ready?
Mistral art is real.
It's
Yes.
real.
Right then. And you hear him mutter in an arcane language, and you all sort of like look around. And I think each of you at once figure out that there's a spout in your stall, mostly because it starts spraying hot water on you.
You'll see streaks.
Ursa squeaks.
Sophia
Yep.
lets out this long, low sigh, and just her shoulders relax. She just lets it all hit her.
Oh, it's quite hot.
Doug had spotted the spout and stood in a corner and just puts a hand in to test the water before getting in it because he has
Fucking mood.
intelligence.
Fucking mood. But I mean, Armando shouts, "Everything all right? Too hot?
Yoshi's being attacked.
No, you're not. It's just water."
Yelsi, do you need some assistance?
Yoshi's quiet.
Yeltsin is being attacked. We are fucking under attack.
We are
We may need
fucking
it down a
under
couple
attack.
degrees.
Listen, Yosi was not expecting someone to literally assault her with water, okay?
I'll knock on Yelsi's stall. Can I help?
There's no reply.
I'm gonna like
I
slight.
can't. I
I'm like-
can't believe Yelsi is experiencing shower for the first time. I love this. Sorry, continue.
I'm gonna like very gently open the stall just a bit. I like sneak a peek in.
Is
So you know
Yeltsin
how
in the stall?
turkeys Huh?
Is Yelsey even still in the stall?
Yeah, Yelsey's on the ceiling actually. No, I'm just kidding. You know how when it rains, turkeys will drown themselves by looking up.
Yes.
Yelsey is like
Looking up.
squinting into the
With
but,
like her mouth agape.
No. She's just like
Okay.
inspecting it, like trying to figure out where it's coming from. And under the direct spray of the water, I think
Mhm.
with the new sensation, she does not realize you are trying to get her attention.
Okay. I'm gonna like
She's like reaching for it.
knock on the door inside of her stall. Do you need some help, Yelsey?
The snake is leaking.
Right. She'll step inside the stall and close the door behind her. Here. And she just steps into the stream. Is Yelsey taller or is... How tall is Yelsey? I forget.
I believe she's 5 foot something.
5 foot what? The second number is important.
It's either 4 or 6.
Okay. So they're similar in height, because I forgot how tall I made Sophia, but she's not super tall. So she'll just stand next to Yelsey and just look up into the water and just say, just let it wash over you and relax. It's like if rain was warm and welcoming.
Yelsey makes a face and then decides not to comment and then just follows suit. And if she stays around, Yelsey will eventually like shoulders sag, start relaxing.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You all eventually get to maybe bathing yourselves once you're done with the sensation of wow shower.
How's Mistral handling it?
I think Mistral is like handling it fine. He's very quiet. He's not like yelping in surprise or like making any comments. I think he's like just standing under the stream. It's like hitting his back, and he's just sort of like tensed up a little bit, like, ow, this is hot.
Oh.
But
That's
it's
a
like
city boy, so.
people like it, I guess. I'll give it some. I'll try. I'll try it. And then he's like continuing to do that for like 5 to like 10 minutes until like, you know, way before his shower time is over. He just I think I'm good. I'm done. There's hot towels, you said? What towels?
Right. All right. Just exit your stall and head further in the back. I'll meet you there.
Mistral steps out and is just sort of like waiting awkwardly. Yeah. Anyone who can see him sees that he's absolutely fucking covered in scars, every inch of his body.
We would have seen during the
Aw.
hot tub too, right? Or the
Yes.
the hot spring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The hot spring.
Yeah, it
That
was the
can
first
be a
part.
role play moment. Yeah, there's the tub. There's the.
Yeah,
Oh, we
we
did this
had a
hot
hot-
spring first and then the
There's
showers.
the
Okay.
soak and
Yeah,
then the
communal bath.
shower.
I misunderstood.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
it's
had
like
30-minute soak.
So it was a hot soak and then a hot shower.
Mm-hmm.
Armando just sort of comes by, is like, nice collection.
What do you mean?
Your scars.
Oh. Mr. like looks down at his body like he didn't realize it was there, and it's just like kind of lifts his arms up and is examining his scars. It's like, I suppose there are a lot of them, aren't there?
Yeah, pretty decent collection.
Thank
All right.
you.
You want to tell, right?
Please,
Your Mistral.
that's right.
Oh, yeah, you get in the
Thank
hands
you,
you
Armand.
this. He just hands you this sort of like pleasantly warm, like beach towel sized towel, the one that you can like wrap several times around yourself.
Yeah, Mistral wraps
Okay,
it several
for
times around his 3 vagina bones.
oh my god. Hey, at a gold each, are these towels embroidered with our initials?
They have the first letter because that's all they were given.
All right, nice.
Fancy. How's Rusa enjoying her shower?
She is having an excellent fucking time.
Hell yeah.
She went after the first squeak, she went completely silent because she has become a little creature, just like under the water. She's so happy.
How much shampoo does she use?
So much.
Cleans
She
them
uses
out.
the whole bar.
Her hair routine should be really intensive, but she just like soaps it up a whole lot and then conditions it a whole lot.
Nice.
Um
And it's even easier in a shower.
exactly. It's so much easier. She wishes she had one of these at home.
I'm making the decision that Sophia's gonna brush Yelsie's hair in the shower.
Mm.
Aww.
Oh,
Aw.
extremely fucking important detail. This is Mistral takes his hair down for the first time ever
Oh.
because he's never, it's just been constantly up in the same like ponytail bun. Mistral's hair goes down to like his fucking ass. It's
Oh
so
my
long.
god.
Oh my god.
It is
Holy
insanely
shit.
like he's got really, really, really long hair, and it's just like floaty and like it's now
I
like
can't
soaking
wait.
wet and straight down on his back. But if it were dry, it would be like floaty and like vaporous.
Wow.
Don't
I
feel
can't
less
wait
bad
for them
about
to
having a
braid their
fucking
hair.
mullet.
What were you saying, Cal?
I can't wait for them to braid their hair together.
Oh, I think Mistral's hair is hard to braid because it like is partially
floaty.
gaseous.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
You'll find a way.
All right.
I feel
So-
like when they sorry, go ahead.
No.
I was just saying, I feel like there's a lot of reactions to catch up on between the soak and the shower, so I'm just trying to make sure that I remember everything. I feel like when Rusa saw Mistral hair down, scars out,
hmm
she probably stared for like a good like 10 seconds and then realized she was staring and then looked away like very quickly.
Aww.
And has been trying to very respectfully avoid gazing at anyone because she's kind of a prude a little bit. Like she
Yeah.
doesn't know.
I am not looking respectfully.
I am yes, I am avoiding looking respectfully, purposefully.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that Yelsey is not doing that and is absolutely on Mistral going, where'd you get this one from? This one looks cool.
Oh, that was a giant spider bit me.
Oh no.
Are you alright?
It must not have been very big.
It was quite large. Twice as tall as me.
I think that's pretty small.
Really? Have you seen bigger?
Yeah.
Hmm. I'd love to see that sometime.
You wouldn't. Yossi has seen some shit.
I think large beasts are quite fascinating.
I wouldn't classify the biggest spider she's seen as a beast per se.
Mistral doesn't know any of that.
Yelsey nods though.
Where I'm
but yes,
from, there's a really
continue.
large bird. He says, like, almost conspiratorially to Yelsey.
Yossi, you think of the biggest spider you've ever seen. Like when he asks if they get much bigger, you just remember being in a cave and just seeing like a patch of like mushrooms. You're like, huh, those are very interesting. And then the mushrooms became this giant leg.
Oh. Yeah, okay.
But with Rusa, like, looking at Mistral and then embarrassingly looking away, I think Mistral clocks that with his passive perception, and I think also is like kind of like gives a warm smile at that. I think it's an experience that he's used to.
Yeah.
Mostly from like younger children of revelry and people around there, because
Aww.
his status as a genasi is kind of special, and he does get a lot of like stares from people who are curious but then like want to look away because it's like rude to stare in quotation marks. And so very
Yeah.
often he's like seen people staring at him because he looks a little strange or looks like different, and then they'll look away or like, oh sorry, and then he'll just like warm smile. So I think with Rusa doing this, he'll almost like kind of like lean over a little bit to like catch her eye, like lean down and over and say, it's all right, we're all a bit naked, it's fine.
She is so red-faced. This
Is
is
it redder
so,
than her hair?
so very much not anything she's used to.
Does
Is
that
it
make
redder
you-
than her hair?
Yes.
Right.
Impressive.
I simply did not want to be impolite to anyone.
Well, you would not be impolite. I'm used to being looked at. It's all right.
Rusa, I
Kind
think
of
if
like-
you've seen Mistral's insides, you can see their body.
She kind of sputters a little bit.
Mistral kind of like tosses his head back and forth, like considers like, I'm not sure seeing someone's insides plays into that at all, but I'm
I just mean, in that situation,
certainly. I am not a
what's
stranger.
what's
to
more
be-
intimate than stitching someone's wounds?
Mistral like blushes a little bit, like I can think of a number of things.
For companions. Traveling
Yes.
companions, a
You see
party.
the gremlin in the back of your brain says sex.
Sophia laughs.
Doug's listening to this conversation. He decides he's too old for this.
Sophia laughs. That's silly. Only married people do that.
Rusa sinks her head under the water.
Apologies
Yelty
if
looks horrified.
apologies if I've made you more uncomfortable. I will also sink under the water. And then Mistral goes underneath the water, and he does not come up for a very long time.
Neither does Rusa.
What?
Neither does Rusa.
Yeah. They're just both chilling at the bottom of the bath.
Just hanging out.
You know, I think it's because I'm a medical professional and we just have a break room where people just change in and out of gowns, dressing, scrubs all the time. I just don't see the big deal personally. Patients all the time. Bodies are bodies.
Sophia shrugs.
Yes,
I don't
she
either.
Yelty is still looking shocked at Sophia. You have to be married?
Yeah. That's what my mom told me.
Yelty, I imagine till the point that the shower scene happens, Yelty is very like
Bewildered.
Yeah.
Deep in thought. Marriage is powerful.
Damn. Does Rusa or Mistral come up first?
Who can hold their breath the longest?
Me.
Who went under first?
At the
I don't
end of
know about
30
that.
minutes, you're called out and you both come up at the same time.
Can
I-
Rusa? I have a question, Emma. Can Rusa breathe underwater, and or does she need to breathe?
Yes and yes.
Okay. Mine is no and no.
That makes sense. So they're the opposites.
So they can both stay under forever,
Yeah,
basically.
Mistral can hold his breath forever.
For different reasons.
I feel like after a little bit, if she can kind of like clock that Mistral is also there and also embarrassed,
I don't think Mistral is embarrassed about his nakedness, and he's more like, "Oh, I've made it worse by saying something." Whoops.
yes, that's what I mean. That's what I
Okay.
mean. Is I think she is high insight.
Mhm.
So I think she'd sort of finally sort of calm and let herself find the silliness of the situation.
Mhm.
And if she can sort of like sense where Mistral is, just give him a little poke on the shoulder.
Oh, can we see under the water? Is it like murky or is it clear?
It's like
Hot water is generally pretty hard to see.
Yeah.
the water you're in is sort of like milky. Not like there's milk in it, but just like
Yeah, it's a little murky.
yeah.
Yeah. If I can make out like the basic shape of Rusa though.
Red. Lots of red.
Lots of red. You give me a little poke
You
on the
feel her
shoulder.
hair before you see her.
Yeah, it's like seaweed.
Oh yeah. I mean, my hair is doing the same thing.
Honestly,
Yeah.
the other three just don't even think Rusa's under the water. They just see a bunch of hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I kind of like it if my hair is doing like the thing where like someone's hydrophobic and goes underwater and then gets like a bunch of bubbles on it.
Oh yeah.
Like, there's like just bubbles clinging to my hair underwater as it like kind of waves.
Yeah.
But it like Rusa pokes Mistral and Mistral like kind of squints and like makes out her form and then sort of just leans in close and starts like blowing bubbles out of his nose. And then they don't stop.
Yeah. He's gonna get bubbled back.
I'm
Silly.
sorry,
I love it.
Michael.
I know you said you didn't want to make this a spa episode, but you shouldn't have put us in a communal bath.
It's on me. I'm the one who brought this into existence. I apologize.
It's out of my hands.
Cute.
It's out of
Yeah,
my
it's fun.
hands.
But then we're bathed and we've showered and
Yeah,
time
we're
passes.
clean.
You don't have to appease me. You can do whatever you want.
And now we've all seen each other's genitals. Yay!
Yay. Now we are
Now we are bonded.
Now we are bonded.
Penis confirmed.
You haven't seen Sophia's genitals. You just saw like a glow of light there.
There's like a permanent like halo. That's where her halo is.
Yeah. There's just a glow of light around her crotch.
Yeah, her chastity halo that is only diminished when she's married.
When she's married. It's really simple, you guys.
Yeah, her
You can
ring
only
leaves
have
her
sex when
vagina
you're
and onto
married.
her finger.
Exactly.
Hi Twitch, don't ban.
Bro, nobody watches my stream. They're not gonna ban me. It's you, Fab. That's the only person in here.
I'm actually not.
Then it's just
Now
me.
I am.
It's me sometimes.
It's me sometimes.
Anyway.
It's never me. I'll be honest, it's never me.
That's fine. I don't do it. I just do it to record the sessions. It's easy. Sorry, Michael. We're out of the shower now. Actually, wait. What does Doug do? You wrote it in chat, but I wanna hear it.
He's a man. He just takes a shower.
Has Doug had a shower
He has
before?
a tail. He's had a shower. He's lived
Okay.
in several cities.
Never mind.
He's not impressed.
All right, we're all out of the shower, Michael.
He was a doctor. He could afford plumbing at one point.
Before he lost his medical license.
He was a doctor and a wizard, so you know.
Dr. Wizard.
Dr. Wizard.
All right, so fully bathed, you have your commemorative towels that are embroidered with your first initial. You surmise you have approximately 30 minutes before the area that could be considered brunch starts.
Okay.
I think we should do an escape room now.
And, I mean,
I hear
if we
there's a
could do it in half an hour.
There's a botanical garden uptown.
I'm very smart. I solve escape rooms so fast.
Now it's not so early that it'd be weird if we show up if we wanted to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
half an hour early is okay for a job interview.
Very good.
I could see that.
You said there was a curfew?
Oh, right. Apparently there's a curfew because of the two murders, homicides. What's the
There were
technical
murders?
term? Around the docks. Yeah, they
No,
told
my
us about
memory,
them before
sorry,
we left. Oh, right. Oh,
Yeah.
right. Before we left town, there were two murders that happened around the docks.
Huh. It's a city. That sort of stuff happens.
hmm That's why we were stopped by some strange drunken man
Mm.
and his 2, 4, 6 friends.
It was
Yo,
7
well,
on 3.
I would
The
say that's
drunken
the problem
man,
with the
his
guard.
6 friends, and us. I think we would have taken them, honestly.
Easily.
Maybe
You
not
should not
easily.
be fighting
Not to
civilians.
sound too overconfident, but
But-
their leader was quite inebriated, and the others didn't seem like they wanted to fight. You need to want to win. Usually.
Mistral said he was going to kill them.
I did not say I was
Oh,
going to
nice.
kill them. I merely implied it. It
Well,
was
I'm
an
certainly
empty
glad you
threat.
didn't kill them. That would be a very large issue for us.
Me too.
I didn't want to.
I'm glad you two are all right.
Oh, we're fine.
Yes,
We can
that's
take
it.
care of ourselves.
Of course.
Mistral gives a curt smile and nod at that.
So you eventually get to you follow the directions on the note that Cleo gave you, and at first,
Clear.
nope,
Clear?
Clear.
Sorry, Michael. I'm sorry.
Deep breaths.
Find your center.
We make it to Claire's house.
After the water.
Power through, I believe in you.
I won't continue it.
Excellent.
at first, you just see this sort of wrought iron gateway, and it doesn't really lead to anything. Who has the note?
Was it given to Mistral?
No,
Yossi.
I think either Doug or Sophia has it.
I
I just know Yelsi doesn't have it.
Yossi
Yep.
would need to know.
I think didn't Yelsi give it to Doug?
Oh, yeah.
Cleo
makes
went to
sense.
give it to Yelsi and then thought better of it.
Oh, so then
Yeah,
probably
that.
either Doug or Sophia has it. I have it. I'll just decide that.
All
now.
right. So Sophia, at first you're confused, like, oh man, I followed this directly, and then you realize, oh, there's something on the back.
It's an escape room.
Whoa.
It's an arcane sigil on the back, and as you like look at it, it starts to glow, and you can see there's the same sort of sigil on the gate. And in a flash where you just like have to like blink away, there's suddenly like an actual like door part of the gate to open. And since you're all there, like in the proximity of the flash, you now all see the actual like gate part of like the. At first, it was just like a frame, but now there's like an actual gate you can like reach out and open.
Gotcha. I reach out and open it.
All right, so
Oh my gosh.
so you guys are down here.
Oh my gosh.
Pumpkin time.
This is a big fucking house.
Yeah.
MTV, welcome to my crib.
Cleo has a big house.
I love Fab. I love Fab. I love Fab. I love Fab.
Yeah, that's what I say every day.
You people invite me to your games. You should know by now.
I invite you to your games because I love you, and then sometimes you make me question my love for you.
Good thing it's unconditional.
Yeah,
I am
Fab.
the favorite lesbian.
I'll love
You
you,
are my favorite lesbian.
unquestionably.
Just wait till I finally be not tired of DM and things. You're gonna hate it.
Wait, what? Never mind. All right.
Is there anybody waiting for us at the front, Michael?
There is two folk, a halfling and a half elf, sort of at the door in like fine servant's clothes. They sort of nod as you like come like when you're stepping in. It's like you are just taking a step, but it's just like, wow. It was like muggy and miserable in the city, and now it's kind of nice. Especially like after the shower, it's like, ugh. People stink.
People do stink.
But once you all start sort of approaching, the halfling sort of bows their head and it's like, welcome, you must be Cleo's guests, Lady Cleo's guests. Come right in. She's expecting you. And they simultaneously like push open the doors. And you enter this sort of like nice marble foyer. There's even more sort of serving people inside. I just didn't have the.
That's fine.
I was lazy and didn't put any tokens.
That's okay.
But there is a large, a pretty. I guess he's just like standard size for a dwarf, just like a dark gray skinned dwarf. Sort of. His clothes dictate that he's the head honcho server, and he just sort of nods at all of you and gestures with a hand to the room to your left. Is right.
Okay.
And in there you can see a nice, well carved mahogany table, with padded plush high back chairs. And when you enter the house, it is like noticeably colder. Not like chilly, like I need to put on a jacket, but like it's like, wow, this is not the typical temperature I expect when I come into a house.
Wonderful.
Much nicer.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget, if you alt and move yourself around, you can go off the grid.
Oh,
You can go off the grid.
So you can sit on a chair.
or on the table.
Or on the table if you want, yeah.
I have the perfect chair for Rusa.
I love you.
I love you too.
Are we sitting around the table?
I assume so.
Just Mistral leg flat on the table.
Doug makes whatever expression Mike makes when we're doing dumb shit whenever you just are all sprawled across the table.
Mike, you look like you're
Whatever
about to
Mike's
cry.
doing, that's Doug.
No, Rusu would not be comfortable sitting at the head of the table. That's weird.
It is a round
It's a
table.
circle.
There is no
It's a
head.
circle.
Mistral
Oh,
would sit at the
it's
head
not-
of the table.
The
It's
map
not
is
oval.
the map is just squashed.
Okay, it's fine. She'll
I've-
show by Doug.
I fit a bunch of maps together in one map to express the size of the map.
Mhm.
Oh, I
Cool.
see. Cleo doesn't actually have a big mansion. She's just doing some fucking timey-wimey TARDIS shit to make it big.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that stare.
Hold on, I wanna sit next to
Can you
Yelsey.
screenshot? This looks like a smiley face.
Anyways,
Mistral, go sit next to Rusa.
Oh,
I want to sit next to Yelsey.
Oh, can't Yelsey sit here?
Yeah, but you
Yossi
can sit
stands
there.
awkwardly in a corner.
But you'd be sitting next to Yelsey right here. Is that fine?
Yeah, but you can sit next to Rusa here, and then our boss can sit here.
I thought there wasn't a head of the table.
It's a round table.
Yeah, but it's between the two most responsible people in the party.
I see. You sold me.
Hey, hey. You're right, but hey.
wait, Gabe, are we mom and dad?
I am not saying that. But I am saying that maybe Cleo should sit between the two of us.
You're kind of mom and dad a little bit. I mean,
I'm not mom. I'm responsible older sister.
you're mommy.
Okay. Indeed.
Russo would never say that, but I would.
You have the unique luxury of
Yeah.
not
Mommy
being
can marry her.
beholden to what Russo would say.
Exactly.
Oh, that's right. Sophia can't be a mommy. She's not married.
Exactly.
You're right. Married to her god. That's what religion is, right?
You can fuck God? Oh, yes.
We're all sat at the table. Mike, what happens?
So I think you all feel a bit of a drop in temperature as you hear a quick and Cleo sort of appears right here and sees all of you. Looks over at all of you.
Where is she here?
Oh, I guess I can.
He appears in the northern doorway.
And she appears there, sort of looks and says, "Oh, good, you're all here. Welcome to my not so humble abode. Oh, I see." And she just sort of walks around the table and sits here.
Yes,
Right
the
then.
size of your home is quite impressive. I've never seen a building so large.
Yes, well, it's took some string pulling and convincing of a friend to put this all together, but it's what I wanted when I retired from adventuring. So, once again, I'm glad you could all join me. Again, welcome to my home. I would just like to start us off with some interviews, one-on-one, and then after the one-on-one interviews, interview all you together once you've, talked amongst yourselves and everything. She looks around and just stares right across from her. You,
Yes.
Douglas. Why don't you come up to my study first? It's second floor, east wing, straight ahead. And she pops.
Certainly.
Oh, whoops, that's map layer, not GM layer. She is the map.
Whoa!
All All right.
I get
So
lost in her eyes.
uh, one by one, you guys are each drawn into the office. Yelsey looks like a kicked puppy when she's summoned. Which by the time Doug comes back, he's a bit. How are you by the time you come back and fetch Yelsey?
Doug was placated by being given fun toys, so he's all right.
Yelsey would be next. Her meeting is by far the shortest, and that's continued in RP2. Sophia's third, comes back, gets Rusalka. Rusalka's is the longest.
She comes
In,
back with red, teary eyes. Like she has been
Oh.
crying.
Aww.
Rusalka, what
Um,
happened?
Aw.
Oh, it's all right. Nothing
Where's
bad, really.
Are you certain?
Yes.
Mishra looks like very fierce and intense.
She gives him a little smile, like reassuring. Genuinely seems okay now.
All right.
The gray dwarf sort of comes over to your side and just Mistral wordlessly just sort of like bows and gestures for it being your turn.
I understand. Lead the way.
He certainly does so dutifully. And you are brought to the double doors. He opens them for you, and you're let into a rather well-sized office. The opposite side of the room the opposite wall that you lead in is mostly windows out overlooking part of the garden. And Cleo seems to have her back turned to you, but uh, your perception's 18. When she turns towards you, you can see there's a bit of puffiness under her eyes. But she is mostly in control of her sort of poker face here. Just like, Mistral, welcome. I do
Thank you.
apologize for the delay. Soka and I had much to discuss.
Yes, it seems as though your interview was perhaps more intense, intimate than the others.
She's special, and well, all of you are special. But
I know what you mean.
she sort of makes sort of like a open gesture with each arm pointing in a different direction. One arm is pointing towards a desk. The other arm is pointing towards a selection of sofas by a fire. Would you prefer a more formal interview or casual?
I am comfortable wherever. If it is all the
Formal it
same
is
to
then.
you. Oh, I see.
And
He nods and goes over the desk.
she gestures to your chair, and she sits behind the desk. Right. So, skip straight to brass tacks. What are you hoping to get from this sponsorship?
Well, I suppose I've spent a very long time traveling on my own. Over 2 years, just wandering from place to place. It's the first time I've been part of a group for, well, after a week, it will be the longest time I've been part of a group. It's only been 5 days now, I believe. But
So,
it seems as though it would be easier traveling, helping people with support.
fellowship. In a word, what you've described as fellowship. I don't blame you. Your people's history is, well, you specifically, because you're special amongst the tribe of Revelry, are you not? It's the
I
only
am.
real reason you're beyond the deserts that you call home.
Not many people recognize that on first glance. Of course, you are more knowledgeable than most, but
Indeed, I am.
it pleases me to know that you have heard of my people.
They are a very wise people, and the world beyond Calistan would be wise to listen to the words that your people speak.
Yes. Have you been to Tal Kalin? Or have you only heard about us in stories?
Well, believe it or not, I grew up in Pyrrhus, so I was just south of Talcaline. I've been to Calistan, but my adventures never took me to Revelry.
Well, it is a lovely place. If you are ever able to visit, I would be happy to welcome you there in the winter.
We shall see. But I'm just going to get on to the next question. You're looking for
course.
fellowship. Actually, I'm going to backpedal real quick. Is there an actual goal you're seeking? I know you have your quest. Is there something I can do to aid you in that?
I believe you already are aiding me in my
Something more
personal
specific, dear.
goal. Of course. It is a happy twist of fate that has brought me to you, I believe. I seek passage to Dusk Petal, a place I believe you wish to send us.
That is very true. My good friend is the outpost head there, and he would greatly appreciate the hands of willing and capable adventurers.
Hmm.
I believe that you five are fit that bill.
I believe so as well. I would be happy to help with whatever your friend needs, but perhaps they could help me as well. I seek something, and
Yes.
it's complicated because I don't know exactly what it is that I seek. I just know that I seek it. But I heard, well, do you know about the Nasima tribe, the people of Endless Breath?
Not, I don't have the most knowledge of
Mm,
the individual tribes of Revelry, but I assume you're speaking of your own.
I am, yes. The people of the Nasima are uniquely gifted in the powers of oracle and prophecy. It is most commonly found in the women of the Nasiba tribe, but the men too claim this gift. But um, my sister is stronger in it than I, but I do sometimes receive visions of events that may come to pass. Um, hear whispers on the wind to help point me in the right direction. And not but a few days ago, the wind whispered an omen in my ear. It, it spoke of a black gust, something bad and terrible befalling my people in Revelry. And it warned me not to to walk alone, which is why I'm here. But also, it directed me to Dusk Petal. It said it by name, and I did not know what it meant until you spoke about this place you helped establish. I believe I will find answers there to what this black gust is, and to why my people may be in danger.
I see. And I hope then, more just for your own sake, that you are able to, you and yours are able to complete the dungeon. But before we get too ahead of ourselves, I did have a few more questions.
I will answer anything you have to ask.
Tell me of your companions. What do you think of them?
Well, they are all quite capable and quite powerful in their own right. And they are the strangest group of people I think I have ever met, which endears me to them, or them to me, I mean.
Each group has their intricacies and inner dynamics, but
Indeed.
why don't you go name for name and list something that you like about them?
Certainly. He's like, well, it gives like a quizzical tilt of the head, like, this feels rather like almost like this feels rather like schoolyard or like icebreakery like meeting. Like it doesn't feel like a job interview. So, but like he's
Mhm.
so the expression he's giving is sort of like a, oh, interesting, like ooh, playful, or like this is fun.
Mhm.
Not what I was expecting. All right. Well, Dr. Worm, Doug, he is he's very smart, very knowledgeable, very intelligent, a powerful spellcaster in his own right, and well, in one of my greatest times of need, he saved my life.
Right. What about Yelsey?
Yelsey is a delight. So full of energy, full of a childlike wonder. She reminds me of my sister.
Dima?
You know my sister's name.
I make it my job to know the up and coming leaders of most nations.
I see. No, not Dima. So I don't mean to laugh, it's just Dima and Yelsey could not be more different. Uh, my second eldest sister, Samira,
Hmm.
she's a wind rider.
No. There's a touch of respect there.
I used to think I would be one when I grew up.
For what it's worth, I'm glad that you did not become one. I think this group needs you.
I agree. Although I'm certain they would not
Okay.
refuse the aid of a Benesi.
Tell me of Sophia.
Hmm. Sophia is quite capable and strong and powerful. She keeps us safe, keeps us together, I think. Is very generous with her things, very quick to give to another if she believes they need the thing that she's giving them, or if she just wants to give them it. That I can respect. Generosity is not easy. And the things that she can make. She's one of the greatest craftsmen I have ever met, I think. Or she has the potential to be.
You see
Have you seen her
Cleo.
robot?
You see Cleo looks at you as you're talking about Sophia. Her eyes sort of focus a little bit, just sort of like on your expression. Just a small touch of a, just a touch of a tall touch of a small smile echoes across her face. Um, I have indeed uh, heard of her robot from my friend that had a very interesting night last night.
Your friend?
Yes, I believe she introduced herself as Ali Osbin.
Yes, of course. She had the Fey creature with her.
The Scythian Catmount, yes.
Hmm. Quite a creature. Fascinating.
She's a terror.
I don't doubt it.
I mean, he's a terror. She's delightful. He's a terror.
Big Joe.
Yes. You can see there's an affectionate disdain.
Yep. Well, terrors aside, Sophia's robot is a clever thing. You should see it. It's fantastic. I have no idea how it works.
Gabe, remind me, did Skits come out during the meeting?
I don't think he did.
Right.
Yeah. I think also Mistral, in saying I have no idea how it works, is like beaming at that. Like that's very that's impressive. Like
You
there's a point of
certainly have
pride.
high praise, Sophia, but not that I couldn't listen to you gush about your friend all day, but there's one more
Yes.
member of your party, Rusalka.
I don't need to gush. I'll try to keep this brief.
You see a faint smile as she's like, I don't mind. It's just propriety and getting back to all of you in proper time. All that.
Yes, of course, Counselor Cleopatra.
You can just call me Cleo.
Cleo. I'm a bit used to formality.
It's all right.
Rusalka is precious. And
She just is not like. If you see me like nodding like that, that's what she's doing.
And to speak of generosity, one of the most generous people I have met. And selfless too, to a fault, I believe. But I have been trying to look out for her.
See that you do. And there's like a bit of command in that. As she looks at you. Now this next part may be a bit harder for you. What are their flaws? What are their weaknesses? Not like exploitative weaknesses. What are they weak at?
I see. Douglas is a poor communicator, I believe. He has machinations that are not shared amongst the group. And when they are tampered with, it's difficult not to step on toes without understanding where the toes are, if you know what I mean.
I do.
So I have concerns in trusting his intentions in all aspects. I mean that to say, not that I do not trust any of his intentions, but rather I am wary in, you understand.
You're very diplomatic in your answers.
Yes, I am. regardless of my current position and how I have been spending my time for the past few years, I am nobility. I have been taught to speak as such.
Okay. Yelsi?
Bless her heart, she does not know boundaries. And I fear that someone who is less forgiving may take offense at that.
Well, and then if they take offense, she says under her breath.
I will be there to help, but something tells me Yelsi does not need the help. But still, in diplomatic situations, may cause problems. I am no diplomat myself, although I do speak quite politely. It was never my forte. With Sophia, yes. Mitchell's like thinking about this one instead of having his answer ready. I do not have anything that immediately comes to mind, but the more I think on it, I believe Sophia's flaw lies in in the way that she views problems and how she seeks to solve them. She is a craftsman, and I feel as though she makes each problem she encounters a blueprint or a set of instructions to follow. She tackles every problem like she would a craft, or an engineer would tackle a problem. But not all problems are so hard and fast and unfeeling. I think that, not to say she lacks empathy, but more so that she lacks empathy in her problem solving when it is time to do something. It's time to do it with little regard for how you feel about doing it. And that is quite a boon. But in the same way, it can be a flaw, I believe.
Very well. What of yourself, Ben?
She is so afraid to hurt someone else or something else. So afraid that it paralyzes her. And while I hate the business of harming living things or inflicting pain upon others, it is sometimes a necessary evil in the pursuit of good. And when push comes to shove, I do not think Rusalka would ever choose to harm something, even if it would save her own life.
He nods. But there's thought behind that nod that while she doesn't think your answer is wrong, it's satisfactory. Very well. I'm appeased. Right then. So, to each of the other of your group, I gave a request minus Chelsea. She seemed pretty well on her own way to improving. She really thrives in combat. But what I want you to do, my friend, is I want you to learn how to not speak like a diplomat. Speak like an everyday person. You don't have to be so, you don't have to toe the line so much. Say what you mean. Say what you mean without regard for people outside your group's feelings. And an addendum to that is I want you to be more open to Sophia about how you feel for her. From what I can tell, she doesn't really know how you feel towards her.
I am aware.
You could be a bit more obvious on that now. You may need the push. But I won't hop on you for much. Like I've told the others, you are my first group that I have really gone the extra mile and tried to sponsor since I came into the councilwoman position. And I'm trying to do it right. I won't rain luxury on you. But so long as you are within the city, you may consider this manor your home.
Mistral like looks around at the office around him, and then like almost like he's looking through the walls at the rest of the large building. All of this.
Well, not this office, but there's
all
plenty
of
of
this.
Yes. If you're going to be sponsored by me, then I mean, you can consider me keeping tabs on you, but I'd like you to have your downtime be as relaxing as possible. Have as many avenues of pursuing something other than your she looks at you, your range of status.
The gift of shelter is a great one. Thank you.
It's not the only gift I offer. And she sort of snaps her fingers, and in comes Eustace. And he comes bearing a small chest, and in it you see it is an ornately decorated cloak. But even with the ornate decorations and the linings, just looking at it, you're just like, even just like looking at it, sort of like hard, just like you have to like squint, like this is it's a gift to you as the scout of this group. Often you'll be thrust into situations where you're alone, scouting ahead for your group. This cloak will aid you in those endeavors, in keeping hidden from the
This is
enemies.
magic, isn't it?
Indeed it is.
Then, a great gift indeed, yes. Thank you. I will take good care of it.
I have every faith that you will.
May I? And he reaches a hand towards the chest, like hesitating to
May
even
you?
like put hands on it.
She looks at you. May you? I've already offered it. You don't have to ask my permission again.
He just sort of,
Unless you want to ask for my permission.
it is Well, I've just never. These things are quite rare where I am from, and you only come across something like this every so often. I would like to ask for your permission because it satisfies me to know for certain that something like this is mine.
It is indeed yours.
He nods and like with a shaky hand like picks up the fabric of it and just feels it in his fingers and like brings it to his face and smells the fabric. Kind of rubs it against his cheek a little bit.
You are a bit of a dork.
What do you mean by that?
Don't worry about it.
My
So,
apologies, counselor. I'm just not used to being
Cleo, please.
so lavishly. And he's like he said it sarcastically this time.
Hmm.
As in like it's a joke that he's calling her counselor. You were included in the group of people I am meant to speak plainly to, yes?
If you'd like.
Then it is not every day that I am lavished with such luxury. And if my enjoyment of that is perceived as dorky, then I suppose I am a dork. And he pulls the cloak up out of the chest and wraps it around his shoulders and just like hugs it tightly to him and just like breathes in the smell of it and like is just like fully enjoying the experience of feeling this like very fine crafted thing around his body.
I'm glad you enjoy it. Now, to return, though I do think I heard Kelsey screaming something down the halls about where the baths are.
You have baths, wonderful. The shower was awful.
Well, I mean, I also have a shower, but you don't have to use it.
Does it have cold water?
Yes.
I will use it. And he stands.
I don't know if you know this. Just sort of gestured around to the house. I prefer things a bit of a colder temperature.
I did notice that walking in and you approaching. It's comforting. It's like the desert nights in Revelry. Something better than cold air and a warm cloak to wrap yourself in.
Very well. Well, let's finish this up as we go back down. So, the dungeon I'm having prepared for you, it's not quite ready yet. So,
All right.
you'll have about 3 days in the town before you have to set out for the town of. Looking at my thing, the town of Elkfeld. It's a bit of a trek, but by wagon you should get there in 4 days if you just follow the road. I'll of course hire you a wagon to get there. You'll just be in charge of getting yourselves back after the dungeon.
Of course. Wonderful. 3 days until we leave.
Yes. It should be being finished by the time you reach the city gates that night.
Perfect.
And by this time, you guys are back down in the meeting room.
Mhm.
Well, she looks to all of you. As I pull her back up on here. Took him there. So, I've spoken with each of you, and I'll speak to you as a group. Do you have any further questions for me? Any of you? Well, don't everyone speak up at once.
I have no questions. I'm satisfied.
No questions at the moment, ma'am.
Do you have chocolate?
Oh,
Yes?
we forgot to get Yelsi a hot chocolate on the way here.
Do you need a hot chocolate, Yelsi?
She does not need a hot chocolate.
Yes, he would love a hot chocolate.
Yelsi can
Well,
have
what-
a hot chocolate.
Cleo calls out of the room. Eustace, could you make a hot chocolate for Yelsi, please? Instead of
Yelsi's
like
eyes sparkle.
any sort of spoken affirmation, just hear like heavy dwarf footprints go towards the kitchen. Her eyes just sort of go between each of you. They sort of linger on Russo with a small smile, but other than that, she sort of leans back in her chair. Well, I have never been more sure of my decision to bring in a group than I am now. You all spectacular people.
Thank you.
And if I did not expressly say so within the interview, you are welcome to spend the next 3 days here, or you can go explore the town and all of its wonders. I believe only one of you has been in the city for long.
Yes.
Sophia kind of smiles. If you've seen one city, you've seen them all.
I beg to differ. Have you seen the city you're from, Sophia?
Yes.
It's extremely different than this one. Yours is underground, first off.
It's just a saying, and it's mostly a joke.
Oh. Excuse me.
Creel looks at Mistral.
Mistral thinking this is what happens when I speak freely. I make a fool of myself.
Sophia,
So,
Sophia thinks back to what she spoke.
What she what to it?
What she spoke to Cleo about.
Oh boy. What did
Oh
she speak
boy.
to Cleo about?
She said something about Mistral, which makes sense.
uh-huh.
I'm so well. You get to hear mine. I don't get to hear yours.
I gave the file to Gabe, and I gave Emma's file to her. I guess with y'all's permission, I can give them to Fab, and Fab can upload them.
You did not record yourself on mine, Michael.
What?
Yes. It's okay. It happens. It used to happen to me all the time.
Did I record myself on yours, Emma?
I don't know, I haven't checked yet. But I'll let you know.
Fuck!
OBS can be a fickle bitch sometimes.
Well, I mean, I pretty much asked you all the same questions.
Yeah, you did. I'll just say it. Sophia, when Cleo asked about everybody, she went through, but for Mistral, it was like, Mistral needs more time around people. Like
Yeah.
regular,
Yeah.
normal, more people.
Yeah.
So true.
Man's been either alone or with people he's only known for a few days for his for his entire adult life.
Yeah, that is what Sophia said, and this is just proving it. Yeah, Mistral, you just need to be around society more, basically.
Yeah,
It'll help.
we'll see.
Well, I just want to say thank you again for hearing me out. And if any of you need anything, you can always come to my study, or well, no, if I'm not in my study, I'm in my room, and you don't want to bother me when I'm in my room.
Understood.
Unless it's, an emergency, like someone's lost a limb.
Right.
I
Yes.
can't reattach one yet.
Can you, Doctor?
Okay, there we go. I mean, it really depends on the circumstances. Is it a clean cut? Were we fast about it? Was there ice involved? What's the blood situation? It's a maybe.
A maybe. Understood. Well, that's probably all right then. Between you and
Better
Cleo?
than a no.
Yes.
Don't worry, I have a cleric on, what is it the kids are saying these days? Speed dial?
I thought you were gonna say on fleek. I'm like, I'm so.
I was also thought you were gonna say on bleak.
Doug's like frowning because people keep asking a physician-surgeon questions.
Risa doesn't know what the difference is between different types of doctors.
That's okay. It's understandable.
I've worked in a forge my whole life. I don't know what that is. I don't know what
Actually-
a
Out
physician
here.
is.
Actually, I'm gonna retcon something I had already said. She does sort of go into her pack and pull out 5 stones.
Cell stones.
Oh hell yeah!
Now, how do I get it to take a picture?
Oh, that's simple. So you go
That's,
here.
that's my face. That's my face.
Yes.
I want to front forward.
Okay, so you press this button.
Oh,
What a dad.
now I'm calling someone. Who is this?
You are not calling anyone.
Are you sure?
You
There's
have
no
phone
numbers in
number.
your cell phone.
Hello?
Oh, I guess you're calling Doug. They are pre-programmed with
Doug, can
the
you
other.
hear me?
Yes, I
I
can
mean,
hear
not,
you.
but not with
It's
your
you.
ears through the rock. I mean.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
You are all a delight.
Yelsie, don't eat it.
It's already
No,
in her mouth.
Yossi, that's not chocolate.
Oh, but
Yelsie, I told you about rocks. I've told you so many times about rocks.
Man, y'all making Yelsie dumber and dumber each time you say something.
Listen, I was about to say, I don't
Sorry.
think Yelsie would eat a rock.
She wants
I
the
don't-
mineral.
I don't think the
What if it
cell
looks like a
stone is.
forbidden snack?
Does it look like a forbidden snack though? I don't think Yelsie has seen what actual chocolate looks like.
You know what? I've always imagined cell stones just look like a rock, but it has
Just
like
like
a
a
magic
pebble.
screen that pops up when you use
I
it.
always draw them as like a
Alright, so-
river rock and the text appears on it.
Yeah,
Like a really
basically.
smooth river rock.
So my imagination for them is you guys are my age. You've seen Victorious, like the pear pad.
Oh my god.
So it
Yeah,
does look
dude.
like a pear. Just a flat pear.
Gotcha.
Love it.
So it might actually maybe be in Yossi's mouth.
I am
does look like a
unfamiliar
fruit.
with it.
It is steak shaped.
No, does it smell like it though?
No.
If it's
Okay.
if it smells like a rock, then you know.
She will lick it though.
I
Yossi,
could-
don't look
She's
at
looking
you.
at and Doug is like staring her down. You know the way you like when a dog's about to do something that you don't want to do.
Drop it.
How does it taste? Out of curiosity.
I can get you a
Very
salt lick if you really like
bland.
it.
Bland. I see. That's probably a good thing, I suppose.
It
Ooh.
tastes like a Nintendo Switch cartridge. Don't ask me how I
Oh
know.
God.
Oh, God.
Sophia turns to Cleo. Do you know a good jeweler's supply shop in town?
Yes, but don't you work at the Gilded Hammer Guild headquarters? There's a tool shop there. I
but-
mean, I can.
No, there's a workshop there, but I think I want to get my own set to take with me.
Right. I think there's one in Hightown. The Artisan's Workbench, I believe the store's called.
All right. I'll go
They
there.
make all sorts of tools.
She looks at the rest of you guys. What's your favorite finger?
I think my pinky, it's the smallest and most dainty.
Doug stares at his hands for a really long time. He's really thinking hard on this, actually.
Rusa, Yelsi.
Yelsi is also staring at her hand.
I think my middle finger because it is the longest.
We'll almost like snort that.
Completely oblivious. R/whoosh.
I believe my pointer, but I may have a different answer later. I would just narrow it down to that.
Pointer.
Yelsi gives a thumbs up.
Yelsi
Um,
says thumb.
Very interesting choices, all of you. I'm excited.
We are the Power Rangers. We each picked a different finger.
Does this choice have any consequence, or were you just asking?
No serious consequence, or maybe, but I'm not gonna cut off your finger.
I didn't think that. I just mean you asked about a jeweler and then asked about our fingers.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I would look good with a
I'm
big
going to
finger.
marry all of you
To whom?
Huh?
together.
Huh?
Well, I do suppose I could get the polygamy bill back out of my drawer.
She laughs. No, don't
See if the council agrees to that this time.
Don't
Is
worry.
that not allowed here?
This time.
Oh, I've brought it up before. But there's a bunch
If
of
you're
crotchety
trying-
old stick in the mud bastards that I call coworkers.
Ah, you had Mormons here. I understand.
Yes.
Recall Sophia trying, also machinating of how to kill him. So he's just like, should maybe have a talk about that before we get quote unquote married.
I'm confused. You're not allowed to have multiple spouses?
Not legally. People still do it.
Well, of course.
But I mean, if I see them doing it, I'm not going to throw them in the Highbridge stockade. I mean, you love who you love.
Stockade.
Sophia, I've known you for 5 question mark days and only remember not many of them.
Mhm.
So
I'm not going. I wasn't joking. I'm not going to have you married all together.
clarification.
It's a project I have her working on.
She nods.
Yelsi is loading.
Yeah. Mistral over here, like, I need to see more of society, but then society says you can't marry multiple people. What's going on? Why do I need society?
Yelsi, did you pick out a room?
Yes, I have a room, and she like starts like rattling off her fingers, like it's by the gardens, by the bath.
Alright.
It's got a heater, and
Well,
it's got
yes.
Doug.
Oh,
Yes.
that's okay. Is Doug okay with you choosing his room for him?
Yes. She does not let him answer.
Leo looks over to Doug.
It's okay. He won't remember which room is his tomorrow.
Yeah.
True.
You know what? True.
It's fine.
Rusalka, have you had the
You've
time
such a
to?
faith in him.
Not yet, but I'll find something.
Sophia, I hadn't mentioned it in our, I think, but you can, feel free to pick a room. I do believe there is another one by the workshop in Bats.
Okay. I'm not really picky.
Is there
But you can.
a view to the courtyard?
Yes. Several.
Yo, are we all gonna be neighbors?
Roomies.
Wow.
Well, only 2 of you are
Wow.
roommates, technically.
Neighbors, though.
Yelsi can knock on doors and enter rooms.
We
Are
can.
there multiple
like
beds in
a-
this room, Miss Yelsi?
I don't know.
Just drag one in.
Can you show me the room, Yelsi, and I'll make sure there's proper accommodations. She sort of gets up and makes a gesture for Yelsi's hand to just show her.
Yelsi
It's like a
stares at
hotel
it.
block.
Yeltsy just gets a bigger bed, not two beds.
Obviously that's the superior
And there
idea
was
because
only
then,
one bed.
listen, even if you did give Yelsey 2 beds, the chance of Yelsey sneaking into your bed to spoon is unfortunately very high.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, he's been with Yelsey for 3 months. He already knows how this works.
Yelsey is an aggressive spooner. If you
Yelsey's
give
always
Yelsey
the big
opportunity
spoon.
to spoon.
He
Yes.
doesn't remember all of it. He has a vague idea of how this works. Sorry.
Listen,
Yelsey is
Doug
welcome
might
for
be
sleepovers at any time.
Yes, perfect. Spoon.
Also, you mentioned curing your meat here. Did you actually actively have meat you wanted to cure, or is this just a general question?
Ooh. I don't. I'm assuming they brought their packs with them, but like
I would hope so.
Yelsey will pull out a small stack of well packaged meat and just be like, so this will probably be ready soon, but it'd be good if I could put it in the proper place. And then it can be super good.
Well, I do have. I think Alex was preparing what he called a smoker.
Yelsey does look very excited. I also want to say that during this, Yelsey is just like put hand in Cleo's hand, and it's just been there this whole time.
Cleo
Like when you ask your
seems-
dog to give you paw.
Did you want to show me the room you picked out so I could make sure there's 2 beds?
Oh, and then like starts running off.
Oh, jeez! Cleo shouts back, "The house is... You have free run of the house! Yossi, slow down, please."
Thank you.
Then just kneel.
Doug's very glad to have Yelsey occupied.
Daycare.
Yeah.
There will be 2 beds in Yossi's room. Not that
Hell yeah.
that is gonna help anything.
The other bed is for Doug's books.
Yes.
Yeah, it's true, actually.
Probably.
It's for Beelza.
Oh my god.
He's my Beelzebub buddy.
He's
Oh.
Beelzebub.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if I already said it, but Yelsey calls Beelzebub Bubbles.
Bubbles.
That's an interesting name you got for me there.
Yeah, because your
Can't
name's
hear you.
too
Oh, wait.
stupid.
You are a delight.
Yeah, Yelsey's name is Yelsey. Easy.
What if your name was just Yell? That would be easier.
Well, yeah.
Yelsey, don't talk to him.
Warlock. I don't think I've ever made a Warlock Barbarian.
You should.
A war barb. A
A
warb.
block.
A block.
Oh gosh.
Fun?
It's just a barbarian warlock, but cosplaying as a fighter.
But so you guys will have about 3 days of downtime. You can RP that in channels and RP whatever you want. You can
Woo.
schedule video sessions with Riley or voice
Yeah.
sessions with Riley and have either me or Gay record it.
Because
Fine.
writing makes my brain hurt.
I would also benefit from this.
If we did want to get together, because Sophia wants to ask all of you guys because she's been asked to make rings and like a symbol for us, I guess, on the rings. So she's going to ask about that. So if we all wanted to get together and have like a little RP session about that.
Well, I've heard of this
That
cool
would be
thing called an
cute.
elven knot.
Oh god. I
That's-
heard the S is cooler.
The cool S strikes again.
Emma, did I show you
No.
in Gabe's game? Me and Say were joking around because their character was carving something they called an elven knot, and I'm like, what does that look like? And we decided that it's like
It's the cool S.
it's secretly a bunch of cool S's in like a
Oh my
spiraling
God.
like radial symmetry pattern, and
I
then I
love
made
it.
it, and it's like
Incredible.
it's the secret cool S.
Love to see it.
You will see it soon.
Perfect.
Yeah, let me post it in the call chat.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna cut it off there because someone has an eye appointment.
I know. It's
early
at
in the
8:30.
morning. And they
What
want
if
a
it
full
was a
night's
Wii
sleep.
appointment?
I mean, listen. I guess it would be if you came with me to the doctor's office and also to the eye exam and
So I'm hearing this isn't an Emma problem. This is a Riley problem.
Yeah, it's my fault. Her eyes are bad.
yeah, he may be
Yeah.
blind.
Dang,
But I
Because he's
guess
so
too beautiful.
Ah!
Uh-oh.
I'm stopping the stream.